What's up, good people, and welcome back to the Elephant Wisdom Podcast, where we focus on delivering powerful lessons to help you lead a better, more intentional life. And I'm your host today, Hark Jos, and I'm the CEO of Sons of SP Phillips. And today we're talking about something we all need to get right, and that is accountability. I want to thank you all for joining us today, and it's going to be me and my main man, my best friend over here, Enrique the engineer. And no, he's not getting on, and that's cool, Enrique, but I just want to let you know, man, I appreciate you coming out and helping me with this today. We've been getting a lot of good feedback on the podcast and the episodes. I've been getting some DMs, I've been getting some emails. However, the messages that I'm getting does not equal out to the subscriptions, the likes, and the follows that I see. So if you're going to send me a message, please, by all means, like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to. That's not a hard request. That helps us out. So if you're going to send me a message, do one of those three. All right. Now we're on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeart, and pretty soon we'll be on Apple. We're working through that, So it's always something. So we're working through that. We're going to get that for you here. So this is today's Elephant Wisdom is number 348, accountability. And accountability is the overproductive term of being responsible, meaning it's all on you. Certain things are in your hands to handle, so handle it. But don't wimp out and blame others when things go south or just falls flat. Be accountable, own it, and deal with it, right? Good. If you've ever found yourself struggling with owning up to mistakes, dodging responsibility, then this episode is going to be for you. So I want you to grab your coffee, I want you to grab your tea, or grab some Crown Royal on ice and settle in, and let's explore why accountability is the key to your growth and how a lack of it can be the very thing holding you back. But before we begin, this episode is brought to you by Sons of SP Phillips. Upgrade your style with unique, high-quality apparel from Sons of SP Phillips. Visit www.sonsofspphillips.com for a fantastic selection of designer and name brand clothing and accessories, perfect for any occasion. Whether you're dressing up for special events or you want to look sharp every day, Sons of SP Phillips has got you covered. Explore our line of custom apparel and our accessory collections inspired by the people and motivated by the culture. Our timeless fashion and style are designed to keep you looking your best. From custom t-shirts and restyled customized fedora hats to fashion clothing accessories, quality and craftsmanship are second to none, ensuring you get the best value for your money. So visit www.sonsofspphillips.com today and elevate your wardrobe with our fantastic offerings. Sign up now to get 15% off your first purchase at checkout. Any orders over $45 gets free shipping. Happy shopping and stay stylish with Sons of SP Phillips. Now, accountability is something we've all heard about, but how many of us truly practice it in our day-to-day lives? The truth is, accountability is the cornerstone of growth. It's what separates those who make progress and those who don't and stay stuck. Accountability means taking full responsibility for your actions, whether they lead to success or it leads to failure. Now, it's easy to stand tall when things are going well, you get your chest out, but what about when everything falls apart? When you miss a deadline, when you let someone down, or when you don't follow through on a promise that you gave? What happens then? Too often when things go wrong, we like to shift the blame to someone else. We blame our circumstances, we like to blame our coworkers, we like to blame a family member, or we just even say, oh, I just had a lot of bad luck. Why? Because owning up to our own mistakes is very hard. It's downright uncomfortable. But here's the reality of that situation. When you lack accountability, you lack integrity, and you limit yourself. You're choosing not to learn, not to grow, and ultimately, you just become downright irresponsible. Now let's pause here for a second and reflect on the consequences of not being accountable. A lack of accountability doesn't just harm your relationships or your reputation, It erodes away at your sense of self-discipline. When you dodge responsibility, you avoid the very situations that could teach you the most valuable lessons. Think about it. When someone refuses to take ownership of their actions, what happens? They repeat the same mistakes over and over and over again. They stop growing because they're not learning from their errors. Now, in professional settings, this can lead to missed opportunities, stalled career growth, a loss of trust from colleagues and your superiors. And it doesn't stop there. Being irresponsible and lacking accountability also impacts your personal life. Now, how many times have we seen relationships fall apart because someone refused to admit that they were wrong? This isn't just about making mistakes, it's about owning them and doing the work to fix them. The truth is, accountability isn't optional. If you want to succeed in life, it is the very foundation of personal development. Without it, you're stuck on a treadmill like a hamster. You're just running in place, but never really moving forward. That's why people who practice accountability tend to achieve more. They don't waste time blaming others or making excuses. They face their challenges head on and just learn from them. So here's the $1 million question for you. So Hark, how do we build accountability in our lives? Glad you asked. It starts with honesty. You have to be honest with yourself about where you're falling short. That means asking the tough questions, looking in the mirror and say, where am I dropping the ball? What could I have done differently? How can I fix this? Taking this level of ownership requires humility, but it also leads to empowerment. When you take responsibility for your actions, you're no longer a victim of your circumstances. You're in control. And with control comes the power to change. Remember, accountability is about more than just admitting when you're wrong. It's about taking proactive steps to make things right. It's about learning, growing, and ultimately becoming a better version of yourself. Now, if we dig a little bit deeper into what happens when accountability is missing, when you refuse to take responsibility, you essentially give up control over your life. You start to believe that everything bad that happens is someone else's fault, or that you're just unlucky. This kind of thinking leads to stagnation, frustration, and even resentment. It's a dangerous cycle that can keep you stuck for years. The irony here is that blaming others may feel like the easy way out, but in reality, it's a trap. When you don't take ownership, you deny yourself the chance to improve. Instead of becoming stronger and more capable, you become someone who constantly reacts to life rather than shaping it. But when you start practicing accountability, everything changes. You take ownership of your choices, you take ownership of your actions, and when you do that, you empower yourself to make different choices in the future. You build resilience, you gain respect from others, and most importantly, you gain respect for yourself. So as I close today's episode, I want you to think about one key takeaway. Each day is an opportunity to dominate. So it's up to you whether you choose to take ownership of your actions and step into your power, or whether you let life pass you by. So dominate or don't, it's up to you. I tell you this every week. Being accountable isn't easy, but it's essential. Without accountability, we're simply drifting away. With it, we're in control of our destiny. Now, I want to thank you for joining me and Enrique today on the Elephant Wisdom Podcast. I hope this episode inspires you to reflect on your own accountability and how you can take it to the next level. As you go about your day, remember you can always find strength and guidance when you pray along the way. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. I said this at the beginning. Leave a review and share this episode with someone who might need to hear this message. You can follow us on our social medias at Sons of SPP. That's on IG, X, and Facebook. So until next time, stay wise, stay strong, and as always, own your journey. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the Elephant Wisdom Podcast. Peace out.